What's going on? Good evening. Good evening. Mic check, mic check. Want to make sure that everything's all good. Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People. You have a friend in the media, which is myself, here live in Denver, Colorado, downtown Denver, Colorado. Not often do I get a chance to stay downtown in the city, but was able to do so here in Denver. And you know, it's that time of the day where we have our just casual conversation with you guys about whatever it is that you want to talk about. This show is 100% dedicated towards your questions, and then I'll provide the answers. Whether it's a football question, just want to hang out, shout out, whatever it may be. So, a few things. You got to hit that like button if you're watching, right? Go ahead and hit the like button, please. Thank you very much. That helps other Carolina Panthers fans find out about the station. I'm trying to see where I got some water at. And also helps us continue to grow and do what we do, covering these Carolina Panthers. And there's a link in the description. I'm going to go ahead and take a second here in just a moment to pin it in the comments. That link will allow you to come on the show, which is what I hope that you feel comfortable to do and want to do. You all get to see me all the time. I would like to get to see you and just also have some conversation. So give me a moment. I'm going to continue to look for my water. I see it now. I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to pin that link in the comments for you all to join the show. So give me just a second, I'll do that. Let's see. All right, so I got the comment in there for you all to join the show. And give me a second to grab my water. All right, got my water, so I'm ready. All right, let me see what we got going on here. Laura, I'm sorry. Laura says, when does it start? It started at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I was a few minutes late trying to get some of this equipment stuff. It's always something different. You may or may not notice that the picture looks a little different. The background is more blurry than usual. Use a different camera, and it was giving me a few problems before I went live. So my apologies there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Laura. And my good friend Antonio. Antonio says, what's up, Chris? Hey, what's going on, Antonio? Appreciate you always for tuning in. You are a very loyal supporter, and I appreciate it very much. And he's also going to say like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff, which hopefully you all will do. And as you see there on the bottom of the screen, we're independent media, 100% supported by you all. So anytime that you all are able to monetarily support, super chat, cash app, information there, please do so. We need it. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what you all want to talk about tonight. Again, this show, I have lots of stuff that I could blurb out, but tomorrow at 2:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is when I'll go through my pregame show. Got a special guest, Chris Lee from WRAL, will be joining me tomorrow pregame, live on the field in Denver, getting you ready, telling you the latest transactions, who's inactive, things to look for, and just what everybody's been talking about for this Carolina Panthers team. So all of that will come from me tomorrow. But again, tonight is me just hanging out with you guys and talking about Panthers. As I like to say, we'll talk about anything except politics. I know the election's coming up soon, but anything but politics, we got you. What's going on, Roadmaster? Appreciate you jumping on here. Let's see. I got something I can share as we wait for everybody to get on and ask a question or hit the link to join us. Let me see if I can do this right. Look at that beauty of a picture. That is just, that deserves a like right there. regardless of where you are, I mean, if you just love football and beautiful stadiums, beautiful scenes, the weather out here in Denver is just absolutely picture perfect. I took this picture probably about 2 hours ago, maybe 3 hours ago here in Denver. That's where I'll be broadcasting from. Not that exact location, but that's where I will be broadcasting from tomorrow, and hoping that the skies are just as beautiful tomorrow as they were today. So let's go ahead and talk about some things. So Roadmaster, the first one to talk about the transactions that took place. Yes, Jack Plummer has been elevated from the practice squad to the, to be eligible to play tomorrow. So kind of like to the roster for a day, if you will, because he automatically reverts back on Monday. It's 3 times that players get a chance to get elevated before they have to be on the 53-man roster. So he has 2 more times left. I'm sure Andy Dalton's saying, man, this is probably going to be the only one, hopefully the only one that you use. So Andy Dalton is certainly looking to be not active tomorrow. Jack Plummer looking to be that backup quarterback to Bryce Young. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Correct, Roadmaster. Thank you for bringing that up. Will Dalton be the backup? So as of right now, there's no official who's going to be the backup. With Jack been elevated, that means he's eligible to play tomorrow and be active, but he could be inactive if indeed Andy Dalton is determined to be active and be able to play. Man, I don't know how to call it. It's a lot of strange, interesting things happening with this Carolina Panthers team where it's hard to say what. Andy did not practice not one time this week, which is a little surprising to me. I kind of felt like he would. But, I'm not Andy. I don't know everything that's going on with his body. That's just me on the outside looking in. He didn't practice not one time. So to me, that says Andy's going to not be able to play. Yesterday, Coach Canales mentioned that it's more likely that Jack will play than Andy will play, but he's still going to maintain hope as long as he can. So, yeah, looks like Dalton will not be the backup and Plummer will be the backup for tomorrow. Again, that link is in the description. That link is pinned to the comment. These shows are live for the reason of interacting with you also. I hope everybody, I know the record makes it sometimes hard to want to get on here, but it's really fun. Hope you all continue to join me online and ask questions. But if not, I'm going to go get me a steak. It's a steak night. All right, let's go ahead and continue to work through these questions. Hey, Chris, glad you made it in safe. Yeah, this flight out to Denver was not bad at all. We actually, I think, left just a few minutes early from Charlotte. Was lucky enough to get a nonstop flight, and we got here early. So it was a pretty good flight coming out here to Denver. The walk from the airport, the walk from the terminal to get to the baggage claim, now that was quite a ride. Quite a ride. And as a matter of fact, let me see if I can share that with you really quick. I do this each week where I land. I do like a time lapse hyperspeed of me getting off the plane. Yeah, this is me arriving at the Denver airport, going down the stairs. You might have saw our photographer there for a second, Patrick Snyder, and then had to wait for that train to come. But man, I thought I was done with trains. That's something that normally happens in Atlanta, but they have a train system here. You can see I had to wait quite a few minutes for that train to come. I was able to get on the train here. Tried to show a few different views, can't see everything, but train ride was not too bad. A little stop there. But anyway, same amount of views, people around me. There's some water there. Be getting off here in a second. Lots of land out here in Denver, so. All right, here we go. Off the train, up the stairs, and not too much further here. We'll be at baggage claim. Be able to get the rest of my gear and come. Really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it's going pretty fast there. Here in Denver, they have a dedicated rack just for skis. Obviously, a lot of people come here as a ski destination, and I like to ski. I haven't skied probably about 4 years, unfortunately. But I was like, man, that would be so cool to come and see your skis. Just like, it was like a conveyor belt just for skis for any of you that are thinking about coming to Denver, going skiing. Yes, you'll be, I think, pleasantly amused with the ski rack that they have here. But let me go back to B. Stallion's question, right? I digress. What do you expect of Bryce Young's play in the upcoming game? Depleted wide receiver core and incomplete offensive line just sets him up for poor play. Oh, keep pounding. So I think we get Taylor Moton back. Taylor Moton's going to be back. You know, our center's out, but Christensen's been doing good. I really feel like here's my candid response. I don't think it would make a difference if we had Deontay Johnson, Adam Thielen, Corbett, the whole line out there, like the whole thing. It's just the fact that the season has been so bad. You go say, oh, we got Adam Thielen missing. Oh, don't have Deontay Johnson. Oh, we got somebody here. Man, we had everybody at the beginning of the season. We had Adam Thielen at the beginning of the season. We had Deontay Johnson at the beginning of the season. We had our center at the beginning of the season. And what did good old Bryce Young do? He didn't do anything. So don't confuse my candor with, oh, he's not liking Bryce, man. To fly out to Denver and see them get their butts whooped is not my cup of tea. I would much rather love to, woo, we won. So, but no, I don't feel good about it. But I hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that I'm wrong. Bryce, to me, just seems like he has not. You can have this humble confidence to you, and he is a humble guy. I like a lot of things he says, but I do want to see more of an edge coming from him, and I don't feel like I've seen that yet. Again, you can be humble and not be just so loud about yourself and, yeah, this is my redemption. Yeah, I'm going to go out there and show the world. Like, you don't have to be like that, but you can say more things about, it's time. I've learned. I want to do this. Something like that. And to me, I still don't feel, as Dan Morgan would say, that he has that dog in him yet. I don't feel it yet. And I almost feel like, and this is just me, Chris Jenkins, talking, that he needs to get some positive things going, and then he'll have his confidence back. So if he comes out tomorrow, gets a little 3 and out, they got some tough defense, tough coverage, zero blitz, or not talk jargon here, they blitz everybody, and they get to him, I don't know how well he's going to do from that. So I know that's a long response to be Stallion, something I've been thinking about a lot. But that's how I feel. I don't feel like he's going to do well. And I don't think that it's because of the defense that he's playing or the offense. I just think that, again, everybody has gotten to Bryce. Everybody. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. Appreciate the little B. Shockwave says Carolina need to win. Please. Pretty please. Can we get one? Yeah, man, we need a win. Definitely need a win. Will Dalton be back next week? That's to be determined, TBD. Don't know. We return back to Charlotte next week to play the Saints, and then it's off to Germany to take on the Giants. I feel like he could be back, but so much speculation right now. So much speculation. So you say, Roadmaster. So you say. Continue to hit that like button, subscribe. Again, I want to remind everybody that's tuning in, this is a live interactive show where just 100% take your questions. There's no agenda on my part. Just want to be of service to you all. I think it's pretty cool to have someone in the media that just makes themselves available. I like connecting with my supporters. So here I am. There's also a link in the description for you to click on And you can come on the show. I mean, if you got another podcast that you want to talk about as well when you come on here, but you have some questions for me, hey, it's your opportunity to do it. If you just want to, whatever it may be, that link's in the description or pinned in the comments for you to click on. Laptop, cell phone, I don't know if Apple Watch does it. I'm not an Apple guy, even though I got an Apple computer. However, you can click on that link and you got a camera on an internet-enabled device. You can come on the show right now. Let's chit-chat. Shockwave getting in all the questions. I'm not mad at you. Is this a showcase for Young if teams want to trade for him? Man, this is where I love to say it gets complicated. It could be. It could be. You never know. Because you could say, what if Bryce comes out and does really well? Okay, we might want to keep him. What if Bryce comes out and stinks? Well, then his trade value goes even lower. I think teams that are interested in Bryce right now for a trade, they're probably thinking that Carolina's not the best fit place for him. And so I don't think a bad performance by Bryce is really going to lower their stock so much. It may help the other team negotiate, saying, hey, man, you want me to give you what for this guy? But I feel like anybody that's interested in Bryce right now already just feels like, yeah, he's going to struggle while he's here. So unless he just does really, really like 3 interceptions kind of deal, I think whatever GMs have put on him as a trade value right now will just stay the same. I don't think if he does a good game that GM's like, I might be a little harder now, or the Carolinas that says we really want to keep him. Let's see what Roadmaster talking about. They can carry Plummer as a third QB and not count towards the 53. Yeah, that little emergency thing. One second. David Tepper should be our starting quarterback this week. Is that because you want Tepper to just get pummeled by the Denver Broncos? Is that what you're talking about, Beezer Dwarf? Hey, David Tepper is using his stadium right now for good. They have a concert going on, maybe finished. I know there's a time difference. So right now it's 6:21 here in Denver. I know we have viewers all over the place, but I think that he had a concert tonight to benefit the people who were, victims of that flood damage in Asheville. So he's doing some good stuff right now. So don't pick on him too much tonight. Hey, who we got? We got a member. We got to give much love and shouts out to the members out there. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all guys. Just checking in for the first time all week. Where you been? Nah, you're allowed to be somewhere as long as you check in. What's going on? I heard this may be Bryce's last start in Carolina. I wouldn't go for this as his last start. Well, when's the trade deadline? From that standpoint, if he gets traded, then this might be his last start. No, he could potentially start twice if you're talking about the trade deadline. We got October 27th and then November 3rd. The trade deadline, the election is screwing me up, but I think it's the 5th. I'm not sure it's 5th or 6th. So, no, Darrell's not necessarily his last start. We don't know how well he's going to do. So, but he is starting tomorrow against the Denver Broncos, and I will be live at, I forget the name of the stadium. They renamed it, but I'll be live at the stadium here in Denver to update you guys. Continue to hit that like button for me. How's the air up there? So you know what I wanted to do, but I don't have the ability. I wanted to just try to see if I could feel it, the difference in the air. And because just walking around, being here so far, I can't tell anything. But what I hear is once you go to do something strenuous, that's when you notice it. So, but I tell you what, now that you say that, I did have a little bit of a headache. And it's starting to go away now. Maybe that headache was because of now being a mile high. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Glad you said that. It's like I feel weird. I've been not trying to overdo it, just been not taking my time either, but just trying to move at a steady pace. But I get maybe the air has affected me a little bit, giving me like this slight little headache. What's up, Will Smith? Oh, let's see. We need Bryce to become his alter ego and enjoy the process. Yeah, we need Bryce to transform, that's for sure. Hey Chris, is tomorrow final game for Bryce Young and Carolina? All right, so why are you guys asking about tomorrow being the final game? Did I miss something on the flight? I don't think I've seen any breaking news come by. Why are you all saying tomorrow is the final game? My first thought was maybe because of the upcoming trade deadline, but there's 2 games tomorrow and next Sunday that would take place before the trade deadline. So from that aspect, he still would have 2 games. So what am I missing about this Bryce Young and his final game tomorrow? I don't know. What happens if Chuba and Deontay don't re-sign? Well, I mean, I don't want to answer this too simply, but if they don't re-sign, then they would be with other teams. I'm sorry, I honestly don't get the deeper question that's probably there that I'm missing, Dom, so I'm sorry. By the way, Shaked, I didn't do you right, man. I didn't do you right. Got to give love to the members. Shaked is a member. See, anytime you see this official seal thing, right? Well, you guys can't see my mouth. Anytime you see the official seal by the name, then that means they are a member and they are supporting and helping the lights be on and the cameras be on and us get to games to continue to cover this team. So thank you, Shaked, very much for your membership this year. I don't think last year you were a member. I think this is your first year. So let me say for sure, I appreciate it very much. Shaked thinks that he gets traded before the deadline. Yeah. All right, Willie Smith got a special request here. Please give Bryce some grace. Frank Reich did not set him up for the success. Dave Canales, I suppose, was hired to work with him. This team is in rebuild. Let's stop chasing quarterbacks. All right, Willie. So I think the grace that you can give is, when you go and you talk about him and say, hey, this is not personally against Bryce. And I don't dispute that he did not have the best environment of coming in. It seems like he had this all-star staff, maybe 50 different directions. Then his coach gets let go and he has another coach. Then that coach gets fired, now he has a new coach. Even with that, I mean, it's bad, right? So how do you fix it? And it does maybe become one of those things where Carolina just isn't the place that he can fix it. Like, he might just need a new change of scenery. So I really don't think anybody's said, Bryce, oh man, he's terrible, bad attitude, bad this. It's not that. We're giving him grace, but I think the grace to not criticize him, can't do that. That's why you guys tune in, is to hear me criticize and critique the game and talk about players, the good, the bad. So, but Willie, don't get it twisted. I appreciate you, Willie, for your comments, for tuning in, and for being active on the channel. Now, Shaked. He says, I see that Nick Scott is finally gone. So I got to curb you a little bit. So Nick Scott didn't just depart. He's on IR. So let's be, mindful of the way that we talk about players and what has happened to them. Best and worst case for Young tomorrow. I think that's an easy one, but I'm going to try to answer the best and worst case for Bryce Young tomorrow based on like what I feel is within him, not just a phenomenal miracle type of situation. So we'll start with the worst case. Worst case, I feel like it's going to be a 3-and-out. I feel like it's going to be a 3-and-out for him to start the game, and then they're just going to start piling it on. So worst case scenario, Bryce looks like the old Bryce that he has been for us. We only scored 3 points. Maybe get a stretch and we score 10 points. There's an interception that's thrown, or even not. If there's not an interception thrown, we get like 98 yards, 90 yards. He's checking down the guys, and as soon as they check down, they're getting hit. So that's the worst case scenario for Bryce. The best case scenario for Bryce, he comes out, throws, in my opinion, maybe throws 1 touchdown. That would be great. He didn't throw many. He hasn't thrown many. So I think that's like a really big stretch. Not saying that he's not capable, but just hadn't shown it at this level. So best case, he throws a touchdown, gets about 200 yards passing, does some scrambling, just not for the sake of like being a scrambling quarterback, just keeping the play alive, being smart, running with the ball when he can and should, and coming out, unhurt. So that's the worst case. Some turnovers, sub 100-yard game. Best case, about a 200-yard game and 1 touchdown will be my scenarios for him. Appreciate. Thanks for the participation, Clemens. Hey, hit that like. I need 2 people to not be stingy right now and just hit the like button. Just 2 people. Shouldn't take long. Just turn your phone sideways, tap it 1 time, scroll up till you see a little thumbs up, hit that, and it says like, and watch me smile. Watch me smile. Let's see if you guys can participate along with me here for all this hard work that we do. Let's get 2 more likes right now while you're watching. There's certainly enough people watching right now to do this. So, come on. Mama, are you watching? There we go. There's one. I know there's about a 30-second delay from when I say something to when it happens. I know I'm gonna get my 2. There we go. We got our 2. Y'all awake. I know it's a little later out there on the East Coast, but I love to interact with you all. I love it. Chantan, what's up, Chris? Hey, we got another member signing on here. Gotta get some love to the members. What's up, Chris? How's your Saturday night? It's good. Haven't done anything yet for myself. Just got here, had to get some equipment set up, do some show prep for tomorrow, do this show that I must do with you guys. Sorry, my attention just got caught. I'm downtown and there's a high rise next to me. I can see right in there. It's the gym. So after this, your boy's gonna get him a nice meal. I don't know what that meal is gonna be. I haven't had a nice meal in a minute. That's my plans, are to get a nice meal. You know what? I will take a picture of my meal tonight and I'll put it on YouTube. There you go. How you doing, Chance? Appreciate you. Ali Bodrick, what's going on? Welcome back, Chris. Was Plummer elevated from the practice squad? Yes, Plummer has been elevated from the practice squad and very, very likely will be active tomorrow to serve as a backup for one Bryce Young. Thanks for tuning in, Ali. Willie Smith is back. The quarterbacks that were here are now successful. That says something about the Panthers' development or evaluation of quarterbacks. Yeah, that's true. And the thing about that is, sometimes when I hear that, I go to think, well, what's the one common thing? It's David Tepper. And I don't want to start bashing David Tepper because he's not going anywhere, but you hope that he continues to evolve. But like sometimes when people say about Carolina and this doomsday for quarterbacks, I go to think, well, yeah, but there's been so many different coaches and offensive coordinators and quarterbacks coaches. Like, you can't just say it's Carolina, but I guess you can say it's Carolina because it is true that so many people can find success. But let me pose something a little deep for you guys out there. A little deep for you, okay? You can say Carolina has been this place where quarterbacks come and they kind of get sucked into a black hole. They leave and they go other places and do well. But you could also argue or deep thought this: Carolina has been in need of a quarterback ever since we let go of Cam Newton. So every time there's a guy that hasn't done well out there that, was supposed to do well, we're trying to grab him. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. We're trying to grab them. And we grabbed them, and they were already not doing good where they were. Let's not forget, they weren't doing good where they were. Sam wasn't doing good. Baker wasn't doing good. Bryce is a different story because he's a rookie. They bring him here. PJ Walker. But they bring him here and they try to get him better. And maybe that person still just hasn't yet got it together yet. And now on their next stop, they get it together. So you can still say, like, they were at the Jets beforehand, they were at the Browns beforehand. Just maybe another deep thought, like maybe we got guys that were so damaged but were big names when they came here, they still hadn't got all the ghosts out of their head and goblins and cobwebs, and they needed one more chance to get it right. So Bryce would be the first guy that we got here, nice shiny new car type of fella, and then we jacked him up. But just some food for thought. Shaked says, very interesting that Deontay Johnson is not playing tomorrow. Can't agree with you more. Can't agree with you more. Shaked, I got a really good, I don't want to say a report, but a snippet of information regarding Deontay Johnson that I'm going to be putting out there maybe late tonight. Definitely by tomorrow, on just like, it's head scratching. It's really head scratching about why he's not playing tomorrow. I agree with you 2,000,000% on that. Head scratching. And there's a few other things that are head scratching about Deontay. And again, I'm going to post that. I'm going to try to post it tonight. Let's see what else we got out here. Just seeing what else we got out here. What else we want to talk about. We got a shiny new tricycle. Dom says, Chris, what's the problem with the lack of talent on our team between the Matt Rule and Frank Reich era? I need a drink of water. I mean, it's talent evaluation. Talent evaluation is what it comes down to. You get coaches and GMs, you get bad evaluation that could take place. I thought this guy was going to be good and he's not. You get stuff like, okay, this guy is good at this type of system, but now we're going to put him in that kind of system and he doesn't respond to it, that kind of scheme. So, none of these coaches set out to like make the wrong pick, but it's just tough, man. What is the problem? It's just everybody get on the same page. And right now, the problem is we're still seeing another change. And honestly, it takes a couple years for that new coach, that new GM to get things how they want it to be. But I'll admit and I understand that we have had so many bad things. It's like we really want not the miracle to happen, but we want the unusual to happen of a new coach and a new GM come in, and like we had one of these great turnaround stories. Like in one season, we got things turned around. Like, I get it, that's what we want. Now, honestly, we deserve it. We deserve that miracle because we've been dealing with so much stuff. This is the first time that I've been in Denver since 2016. That's 8 years. It's 2024. And when I came here, the last time that I was here, 2016, as you all would know, 2015 was the Super Bowl run. We lost to Denver. A lot of people are like, hey, this is kind of unusual, but whatever. Panthers get to open the season with a rematch of the very last game that they just played. Run it back. This time in Denver. And it was a competitive game, but we lost that game as well. And, you know, it's just been like downhill ever since. So I don't have a good streak in Denver, good record, only 0-1, but a very big memory of that first time that I was here. Hopefully tomorrow, get to 1-1, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It has not been some good selections, and it just does absolutely continue to wear on you. Mark Burke said, Deontay business decision Johnson. I'm serious. I almost want to say it right now, but I don't think I have it all together to put out there. But just, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please make sure you follow me on Twitter. All of the social media handles are Charlotte Vibe. I have some clips that I'm going to put out there about Deontay Johnson, and it really, like you probably will have to play like a few times. Like, what? What did he just say? Well, yeah. It's not breaking news, but it's just pointing out, like, I don't know if anybody paid attention to what he just said. But yeah, Mark, it's surprising. Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, T Green? We got another one of our members here. You know, I got to give a lot of love, a lot of shout outs to our member T Green. What's going on? Hope we can get a win tomorrow. Be safe. Thank you very much, T Green. I hope so too. Let's get a win tomorrow, and let's be safe while we're doing it. So I appreciate you all for tuning in tonight. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I want to go ahead and get this Deontay Johnson piece together real quick for you guys, because I got it queued up and I think it's interesting to share with you all. So look for that in about 10 minutes. Otherwise, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications so you can see all our live videos. We go live for the reason of interacting with you all. It's a lot of fun, so I hope that you all enjoy it. Also, there's a link that's always in the description and pinned in the comments for you to click on, come on the show, talk to me, ask a question, whatever it may be. Love to meet everybody that does that. Tomorrow, 2:25 Eastern Standard Time, we will be live. Myself joining you with special guest, Chris Lee from WRAL will be joining me as well. Not the whole show, but about 15-20 minutes to give his insight on the game as we get ready to take on the Broncos tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your evening. See ya.